Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. And it's man in at the 3. And for the Wizards, they've got Chris Middleton. Carlton Carrington is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Keyshawn George. And it's Sarr in at the 5 down low. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
And the basket by McCollum.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Outside, Porter, beyond the arc. Rebound, Washington.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's George. No good on that one. Nice D from Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Demon. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Carrington. Thomas inside. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the shot goes in.
Physical defense, but the strength training already kicking in for Sarr.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Pass to Claxton. Back to man. Here's Demon. Bangs on the trifecta.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And it's Carrington missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to man. Down low, Claxton. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Now, the first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
So, Doris, after finishing last season with the second worst record in the NBA, the Wizards sliding to the number 6 pick in the lottery.
Listen, Kevin, obviously this is not ideal, but I don't consider in a deep draft this to be the worst-case scenario. You have to be patient, continue to build the right way, and your player evaluation in the draft is absolutely critical.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to McCollum. Fires the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got 5.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Now here's Porter from deep. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. It's McCollum on the wing. Inside. And there's George. That's good on the assist by McCollum.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Thomas. Nets passing it around. Fires from deep. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, this is exactly what the team needs and is hoping for from Claxton. Get to the window, convert your second chance opportunity.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Middleton. And with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Pass to Demon. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. To the paint. Kicks it down to Middleton. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Middleton. How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Here's Demon. Back to Thomas. The rebound by Carrington. Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
It's his first trip to the line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, McCollum. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
That one is no good.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Man finds Thomas. Floats one up. No good. Great D that time for Middleton.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Porter against McCollum. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mann. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. And it's their first look at this year's Brooklyn team here for their first regular season game.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Nets trail by 3. Outside Porter. And he drives in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
So we can't get either to fall.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better, and that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Wizards. To the inside. George. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Demon. Last game we saw him score 14. Pass to Thomas. It's hauled in by George.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Thomas, following the bucket by the Wizards. Missed inside.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Carrington, that's good.
Wow, that is just excellent concentration by the young gun, Bub Carrington. Looking like a seasoned vet converting that one.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. It's the Nets now. 7-point differential. Here's Demon. Outside Thomas. Lets it go from 11. Buries the jump shot.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
Now here's Middleton. Defended by Man. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. And the Wizards lead by 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Up top, Claxton. Last time out, he had 13 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. With 1 on the clock, and Claxton throws it down.
This is an area of development for Nick Claxton. The willingness and the ability to absorb and still finish. Really good job.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And Claxton, no good on that one. Wizards leading by 5. Here's Middleton. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Man. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Brooklyn, they have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Washington making some changes. Corey Kispert comes in for Keyshawn George. And it's Johnson in for Carlton Carrington. Traore's checked in for Brooklyn. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on. letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Pass to Kispert. High post, Johnson. Fires from 18, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Let's see some numbers here on Michael Porter. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
First one falls for him. Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. And he makes both free throws. Middleton with it. Pass to Kispert. Johnson kicks to McCullough. Back to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. It's hauled in by Thomas. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. Trailing by 4. Outside, Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Buries it from three-point range. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Kevin?
Thank you, Allie. And so it's Washington with it, following the bucket by the Nets. McCollum dishes to Middleton. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Traore. McCollum, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Williams. His last outing with 20 points. And that one's good by Porter.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Now here's McCollum. Guarded closely. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Here's Traore. Outside Thomas. Paxton a screen on Johnson. Thomas, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Middleton. And it's McCollum in the corner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A pure score. McCollum can hurt you from just about anywhere on the floor, drawing contact down low there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. And he can't hit the second. Brooklyn trailing. On the wing, Williams. No scoring in this one. Powell feeling it out a bit. Here's Soray. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Washington. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Foray is out there with Powell. Then Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf at the center. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
The first one falls.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Wizards making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. And so Bagley nails them both. Nets trail by 4. To the middle. Nets passing it around. Here's Traore. Pass to Clowney. And it's good. 2 points. Clowney's got his first points in this one.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Now Whitmore. Cooper a screen on Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Traore. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Cooper. Scoreless thus far. Here's Whitmore. Goes up at the stripe. Another one falls for Washington.
An old-school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
Pass to Williams. Takes it inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Anthony Gill. Justin Penny.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Gill. And oh Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And that one falls for Gill.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the Nets making a change here. Gill hits them both. Here's Demon. The kick out to Porter. Pass to man. 6 to shoot. Down low. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Wolf.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Now, here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, great job converting through contact. Johnson needs to keep doing this moving forward.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. They set the pick. Wolf passes to Williams. And the 3 off target. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Pistons. Left side, George. In the corner, Middleton with it. Fires from 18. And Washington again with the bucket.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Back to Carrington. Wizards leading by 8. Inside, Porter with the steal. Over Middleton, and that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 12 points in the game.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Now here's Middleton. 6 points for him. And here is Johnson. And with the rebound. With the step back. Here's Demon. The kick out to Porter. Man passes to Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Demon for 3. Doesn't go that time. The Wizards with the lead. George finds Carrington. Middleton against Williams. Middleton drives in. The Wizards with another miss.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Here's Demon, and a wide open look for Porter. They get it back. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Alexander Saw, he's checked in for the Wizards. And a change for the Nets. Claxton's checked in. Pass to Middleton. Outside, George. Back to Middleton. Johnson outside. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Williams. Rebound by the Wizards. Doris, it's been fun watching Keyshawn George start his career. And he had quite the journey to get here.
He certainly did. Consider, he was born in Switzerland. His dad is from Canada, but his dad played pro in Europe. George plays for a club team in France and then goes to the U.S. for college. It's sort of been a meandering and diverse hoops education.
Here's Claxton following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to Mann. Back to Claxton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Boy, you love to see that. That's where Nick Claxton carving space and drawing contact. That's big time.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. First free throw is good. Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. McCollum comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Kispert. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the inside. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
McCollum left side. And George kicks to Middleton. And here's McCollum for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Now, here's Thomas. To the paint. Here's Demon. That one's not going to go. Good D by McCollum. Now, here's Kispert. He's guarded closer, and he makes that one.
You don't typically see Kispert go to that mid-range game, but clearly lines it up in that one.
Pass to Mann. Outside Porter. Outside Thomas. Inside. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Porter.
Well, pretty pass by Cam Thomas there. That's a facet of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Here's Carrington. And here is Kispert. McCollum outside. George sets a screen for McCollum. Pass to Kispert. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Claxton. Now Mann. Claxton a screen on Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Thomas passes to Claxton. Basket good. Claxton's got 11.
Well, this is what you want your big to do. Set a quality screen and then be opportunistic on the catch.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, the league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back to you, Kev.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you see with Claxton's leg, he can get his shot into the teeth of your coverage. That is a nice job absorbing that contact.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Just hasn't found his form at the line here in the first half.
And that one falls for Claxton. And Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in. And Claxton drops them both. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Washington. Pass to Carrington. To the middle. Here's Champagne. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Nick Claxton. First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 10. Here's Demon. Here's Porter. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Listen, at this point, keep feeding Nick Claxton because right now his confidence is surging.
Pass to Champagnie. Now Middleton. Now Carrington. Over Thomas. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's the Demon. Outside Thomas. Another shot. And good that time. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Now here's Middleton. He has 6. Carrington with the ball. And a wide open look for McCollum. And another miss by Washington.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
On the wing, man. Defended by Middleton. Thomas outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And now just a 3-point Wizards lead. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. McCollum outside. Middleton outside. Pass to Carrington. And here's McCollum for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Demon. He's guarded by McCollum. Wizards leading by 6.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look. At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
Outside Thomas. The shot, no good. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, right now for Washington, starting the season with a little home cooking. Put you in a good mood and get you ready to hit the road after that.
Those home fixins'. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Washington Wizards.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat, and pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Nets trail by 8. Keyshawn George is out there with Alexander Sarr. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Washington's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Great focus by Bub Carrington, fighting through the whistle. You'd love to see a young guy do that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Carrington.
Well, Bub Carrington, obviously a late lottery pick in the 2024 draft. You like a couple things. Number one, he's a long guard. He's got length and positional size. Very solid passer. Boy, a bright future.
On the wing, Carrington. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Demon. Here's Mann, defended by Carrington. Mann passes to Claxton. George against Porter. Now Carrington. Middleton on the wing. Over Thomas. Poked away, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
The Wizards have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And he makes the first. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And there's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Pass to Mann. Now Porter lets it go with the 3. That's it, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 6. McCollum, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to man. To the inside. Here's Claxton. Outside for Thomas. Launches it from deep. Rebound, Washington. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Saar, guarded by Porter. Saar, the pass to George. Saar with a screen on Thomas. And Saar gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. Saar's got 4 points in the quarter. Nets trail by 11. Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. McCollum outside. Down low. And Saar throws it down.
How about Saar? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Pass to man. Here's Demon. On the wing, Porter. Defended by George. Here's Demon. Here's Claxton. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, this is the space that Claxton wants to attack from. If he's in the paint close to the hoop, look out.
Here's Middleton. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. But they have a big lead for a reason.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
And Middleton kicks to McCollum. George sets a screen for McCollum. And the rejection by Claxton. Tries again. And Middleton with a nice bucket inside. Middleton's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the save there by Middleton, outsmarting the defense and able to get that second chance look.
Pass to man. Claxton a screen on Middleton. Man passes to Claxton. Here's Demon. He's guarded by McCollum, and it's Demon missing.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
To the inside. Here's Saar, and Saar throws it down.
Oh, Alex Saar with authority. Finish it, sir.
Here's Demon. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to man. They set the pick. Here's Demon. There's Thomas with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Thomas got 10 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Cullen passes to Middleton. Pass to Carrington. George sets a screen. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bounce pass, Thomas. Now Claxton. Now Porter. It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by Saar. And it's blocked.
Terrific awareness by Alex Saar. That is protecting your rim, folks.
Johnson, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Wolf. With the clock winding down, and Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
Cullen passes to Saar. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Demon. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Sar with it. Now Thomas defending. The Wizards with another miss.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Nets passing it around. Pass to Claxton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Washington.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
That one misses. Washington leading now by 7. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 19 points.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Now, here's Thomas. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the green light, and Cam Thomas, one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers. Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 19. Here's the teardrop. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Thomas. Now Claxton. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Mann. Here's Wolf. Drains the three-pointer. And now just a 3-point Washington lead.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
McCollum. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Outside Thomas. Screen by Claxton. Thomas's shot is off.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Johnson outside. McCollum outside. Again, McCollum missing.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Pass to Demon. Here's Wolf. And here is Thomas. He is guarded by McCollum. Double team on Thomas. Here's Wolf. He's got 5. It's good. Wolf got 5 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Johnson outside. Back to McCollum. The layup missed. Nets trail by 3. Here's Demon to the middle. Here's Claxton. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sar, has major defensive potential.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Clowney's checked in. On the wing, man, who's guarded by Johnson. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now Carrington. He's got 6. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
And even though the quarter has been a struggle, it doesn't look like he's lost his confidence. He keeps looking for a shot.
Bounce pass, Thomas. Pass to Clowney. And Thomas has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock, and the shot goes in. Thomas got 15.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Champagne's checked in. Kisper comes in for Keyshawn George. Chris Middleton's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Carlton Carrington. Middleton up top. Wizards passing it around. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, you gotta love the confidence this kid plays with. Johnson feels like he can score inside whenever he wants.
Here's Clowney. Here's Porter. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Pass to Kispert. Johnson inside. Traore with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Back to Porter. For the lead. Rank shot. No good. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Middleton. The shot from the low post is good. 12 points for him.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Here's Traore. Williams, a screen on Johnson. Powell outside. Off target from downtown. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Washington out in front. They lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Zaire Williams out there with Porter. Then there's Powell. Then there's Traore. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. Here's Traore after the basket by Washington. Left side, Porter. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Champagnie passes to Johnson. Shoots over Traore. Johnson's shot is off. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's Traoré to the paint. Here's Clowney. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Wizard shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to Middleton. Over Williams. Excellent D there from Williams. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
Porter Jr. taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Williams against Middleton. Back to Gisbert. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Pass to Clowney. Now Powell on the wing. Williams to take the lead. It doesn't go for him. Now here's Kispert. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded by Williams. On the wing, Whitmore. Trying to end the drought, and Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Traoré inside. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Here's Kispert, and the layup falls. Now it's a 4-point Washington lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Traoré. On the wing, Porter. Here's Traoré. He's guarded by Johnson. That one drops for him.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for Washington. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Claxton's checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's Johnson. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Middleton. There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. Porter looking it over. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Great D that time for Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
It's the Nets now, following the bucket by the Wizards. It's Claxton high post, working on Sarr. Now here's Porter, defended by Kispert. Here's Williams. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Wizards have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Middleton outside. Pass to Johnson. Shoots over Traore. Johnson can't hit. The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Traore. On the wing, Porter. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Johnson outside. And Middleton kicks to Johnson. Middleton against Williams. Fires for 3. Middleton can't get it to go. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Traore. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Now here's Johnson. Down low. Stolen. Here we go. One-on-one. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Kispert. Back to Porter. Pass to Traore to take the lead. The shot off that time. Johnson with some nice D. Now here's Kispert. Yes! And the foul. That one on Porter.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
You know, Kispert is often labeled as a shooter, but DB has much more to his game.
There is no doubt, Kev. He moves the ball. He can attack a closeout. He's going to work very hard as a cutter. This is just a young man that plays the right way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Keyshawn George, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Carlton Carrington comes in for Cam Whitmore. And McCollum subbed in for Johnson.
I mean, obviously, Kispert is out there primarily for his jump shooting, but like most shooters, he has learned to balance that with the ability to attack off the closeout.
Man with it, defended by Kispert. Outside, Porter. Back to man. To the inside. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Claxton.
Wow, Nick Claxton bullying his way to the cup. You love to see it.
Now here's McCollum. George sets a screen for McCollum. And again, Washington no good.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
To take the lead. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
It's McCollum on the wing. of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Igor Demon.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, C.J. McCollum. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. The Nets with the lead. On the wing, man. Outside, Porter for the 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Middleton left side. 5 to shoot. The Wizards with another miss. And it's Porter with the ball for Brooklyn. They lead by 1 to the paint and stolen by Song. George in the post. Porter's there. George, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts are in the quarter. Yep, that one goes in there. Demon's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Carrington. Off target with his 3.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Demon. He's guarded by McCollum. Porter outside. And that one is good.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Now here's Middleton. Song. McCollum outside. George against Porter. Outside, George. McCollum fires. Outside, George. Here's Carrington. Thomas covering. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-6 run. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's McCollum. George sets a screen for McCollum. Takes advantage. That J is good. Nets leading by 6.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. The Wizards shooting straight 49% from the field. Claxton with the rebound.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Porter outside. Here's the screen. Here's man. Defended by Carrington. Claxton.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. For the Wizards, this one's not looking good. McCollum right side. Sars, a huge two-handed slam.
And this kid has star written all over him. Sar put the league on notice.
Outside Thomas from 10 feet away. Good on the basket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. He's off from 3.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Claxton. Thomas surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porter. Shoots the 3. Middleton pulls it down.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. It's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan.